Well, that was certainly different. Anyway, hello and welcome to a Monster Hunter review. More specifically, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch and Knuckles, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Okay, I'll stop. In terms of story, there is no story. Bye! Okay, that's not entirely true. The basic story of the game is that you are a monster hunter that does, as the name implies, hunt monsters. In the first half of the single player campaign, you're tasked with hunting down the fearsome foursome of Insect Wyvern, Slush Mammoth, Bubble Weasel and Knife T-Rex, alongside a large assortment of other monsters from the previous games. And in the second half of the game, you fight an even larger assortment of monsters from the previous games at a higher difficulty, before tracking down and hunting the rocket-propelled dragon. And yeah, that's basically it. The game follows in the footsteps of pretty much every Monster Hunter game prior to World, where you equip weapons and armour and items that you might need, head out into the world on one of your missions to either gather items and resources, kill a certain number of small enemies, or hunt down the big boss monsters. The game, however, has two specific additions. The first is the Styles, where you can equip a special ability benefiting you depending on what sort of playstyle you like to use. And the second is the Prowler missions, where you get to play as a small bipedal anthropomorphic cat thing that can also follow you around and help you out within the levels. Apart from these two distinctions, the game is mostly the same as other Monster Hunter games. Hunt monsters, use their parts to create more powerful weapons and armour, and use those weapons and armour to hunt down even more powerful monsters, and constantly get annoyed whenever you get knocked into a different area by one of the said monsters. The graphics are essentially a beefed up version of the original game's release on the 3DS. As such, graphically it has its ups and downs, as some of the backgrounds and the monster models look pretty good, but some of the environments and textures can be a bit And I'm running out of clever ways to transition into the music section. Try a musical pun next time. Anyway, the music is very varied, but also sitting for the specific situations. With sort of high energy pumping music for the main hunts, yet sort of more relaxed, fun and sometimes even quirky music for the more laid back or whimsical moments at the hub area. There are a few new tracks, but most of them have been reused from previous games. Overall, I'd say the music is kind of a mix between sort of generic-y high fantasy stuff as well as sort of more quirky Super Mario-esque in a way. This game isn't for everyone, and it does take quite a bit of time for you to get your head around it if you're a new player. Overall, I'd say it's an enjoyable experience once you get into it. I would definitely recommend it to people who are already fans of the Monster Hunter series if they haven't got it already. Although being on the Nintendo Switch as well as other factors of the multiplayer might make it a bit of a ball ache to get a team together. Well, that's all from me. See you guys next time.